Okay, welcome Nixie to the couch, or Noxie as they call you, or Nixkart, or Nicole as your Joburg people know you as.
Yeah.
First thing is
Nadine.
the sort of feeling out there is that you married above your average to a govy. We heard that from him though, so that says a lot.
I am constantly in his shadow.
Correct. So you are the newest Dwell member and creating quite the stir in the property world. 6 months in now, almost 20 million in sales to date and over 10 rentals.
Really, eh? Those are my stats.
Those are your stats.
Sounds pretty good.
They're pretty accurate. If you were a horse, we would certainly back you. So first of all, did Dev headhunt you to the Dwell team?
Yes, Devi did headhunt me. He'd been planting the seed for like 2 years around most social occasions that we'd get together. So yeah, it was just a matter of us chatting very casually about it at a couple of bras, and then him eventually also chatting to my husband, and it got to a point where I took him seriously and we actually went for an interview, and yeah, the rest is history.
And the numbers are speaking for themselves. So perseverance paid off for Dev, as they say.
Nice one, Dev.
Now they always say that Dev says there are lanes or areas of focus. Tell us about your lane.
Yes, we all do have our lanes just to keep things nice and organized at Dwell. So I work with Greg and Scotty in the Brettonwood and Elaleni portfolios for sales and rentals. So I'm just shadowing them at the moment, which has been fun. But my biggest focus being the Dunkirk portfolio, so rentals and sales at Dunkirk. It's very easy for me to sell Dunkirk. I not only live there, but I love the brand. I love being there all the time. So it's only natural that that's my chosen portfolio.
Well, tell us a little bit about the market in Dunkirk. As you said, you live there with your beautiful family, so it really is an easy sell, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. I mean, I don't want to, everyone's always biased towards their estate that they live in and the estate they choose to live in. And they've all got obviously their pros and their cons, but yeah, living at Dunkirk, I think, and after now starting in the property market and just understanding a little bit more about it, it's definitely a classic case of, undersupply and over demand, which is obviously great for the seller, knowing that they'll obviously get a great return on investment for them, knowing that, the demand is there to live in Dunkirk. I think we get a lot of visitors coming in at Ray's, all our amenities, Dunkirk Beach Club, etc., which we can chat about, but I think it's very obvious for anyone who comes into Dunkirk why everyone wants to be there and live there.
So those are sort of the deal breakers for clients when viewing properties in Dunkirk?
Yeah, so in terms of deal breakers, I think like I said, every single estate has got their pros and cons, and there's really amazing amenities at Dunkirk that a lot of estates have. For example, beautiful forest walks, lovely fishing dams, amazing community. But I think what sets Dunkirk apart is definitely, the beach club is out of this world. So for us to be able to access the beach club whenever we want, have a safe place to park our car when those beaches are packed, just have a place to sort of go to once the beach gets a bit windy or a bit much, and just have a bacon and egg roll braai, and just have that be your beach home away from home is... Yeah, it's unreal. So I must admit, when we do head there with any guests or we take anyone there, it's an absolute showstopper.
For sure.
Yeah.
And even though you're new to the game, in your mind, what sets Dwell Properties apart from your traditional real estate agencies?
Yeah, obviously I'm still new and I'm still learning the ropes when it comes to agencies and whatnot. But from what I do know, just based on being at Dwell, it's more of a boutique agency in that we are very tight-knit friends, which makes such a difference. We all like to relate to each other on a personal level, which is what we like to do with our clients as well. So I feel like it's a lot less corporate and structured in that way. And I feel like we really just care about the networks that we're creating. We like to connect people together. We like matching people's personalities with properties, whether it's for investment or for their own, residential, request. So, yeah, for me, I just feel like the personal approach is always best. Selling or looking for property is, it's a big deal. Not many people go through so many properties in their lifetime. It's a massive asset, and I think a personal approach is much needed when dealing with someone's finances in such a way.
Brilliant. Thank you, Nix. We appreciate your time on the couch.
Thanks,
and
Greg.
we will edit out all your swear words.
Thank you so much.
You're
Thank you,
welcome.
much appreciated.
Okay.